Good morning and welcome back. Today I'm not in the smithy today. I'm out here kind of cleaned up a little bit, not enough. I need a dozer in here. And it's amazing how much junk accrues when you don't work in an area. You come in, you move stuff and you pile it up and go get it, whatever. But today I'm going to be working on hammer 6. If you notice, I'm kind of thinned it down and tried to make it, pretty presentable instead of having them wide wings on it. I thought, well, okay. So I made it kind of like a tenon hammer, and so it weighs 6 ounces. This weighs 6 ounces on the dot. I don't know how that happened, but it weighs 6 ounces. And I was doing 37 different things yesterday at the same time. It seems like. Anyway, so I wasn't filming. I didn't have a camera. So it was one of them days where you got to work on a vehicle, you got to do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that, take care of animals, do a little more other stuff. So I didn't film anything. So, but I did cut out a handle for hammer 6, and I did grind on it last night. And I thought, you big dummy, you didn't film any of the handle. So I'm gonna try to smooth it out and fit the handle to hammer 6, and it's gonna be a solid walnut, American walnut handle. Now, will it work for a hammer for this one? Yeah, unless you're just gonna go whaling on it, it'll work. It worked for gun stocks for years, but the force on them is straight back with the grain, not across it. But like I said, 6 ounces. This is a finishing hammer. This is not a. You won't drive any bridge spikes with it. So let's get on it and see what I can do about making it fit up and go. And do a little sanding, do a little filing, and do the swoops and everything on it. Fix it and cut a groove in it and drill a hole in it. And really fix it so it will stay on there. Alright, down here on that device, if I can get this. I need that right there, so I probably do, but okay. Come on. I don't believe I tightened you that tight. Must have. Okay. So I get you on the, that'll bring you in a little different there. Ooh, like my ugly mug. Okay, right about there. Now here's half round, or a quarter round, whatever you want to call it. And here's a wood rasp. So, oh, now you're hardwood, not steel. So. I don't know if it's going to be worth anything or not. Let me get on it and do a little bit here with my knife. Yes, now I don't. This has got to come. I'm sorry. Yeah. Make sure the little stem straight, like it's centered, everything. That looks okay. Now, yep. Got the little focus. I don't know how good you can see that, but I Coke bottled it. Give it a Coke bottle shape both ways there. So it's thin here, fat here, thinner there, and then I've got to. And I'm gonna take this area right here and trim it off and flour it up to this area right here. Then I'll sand this probably down here, just oblong it. And just take off the corners there, and then start hand sanding. Then I'll drill a hole in it and then cut it so that I can get the handle on there where it won't come off, and then put some I guess some linseed oil on this, boiled linseed oil on it. Well, ain't gonna get done if I sit here and talk all day. So, get that done. Yeah, I make that just a little bit better. Put it in there for the flour. Looks pretty good. It's not perfect, but neither am I. So now, let's get some 120 here and start out with it. Okay, that feels pretty good for 120 there. Yep, and I've got a few dings in it from holding it. Alright. Now, like I said, I got a few dings in it from holding it, but I'm fixing to raise the grain, so chances are them will come back, and then I will do the rest of it handheld. Now the bottom of it's not square and level, I know that, so I'm gonna have to fix that some on the another grinder. So, but yeah, feels pretty good to me anyway. Okay, that'll do real good. Now, close that, get me a piece of steel wool, unplug that. Okay, half a piece. Like I said, this is 4/0, so it's very, very fine. Or very, how they classify it? Very fine? Yeah, fine. Not very, very. I don't know if it gets much finer than this. If it does, I hadn't seen any. Don't mean that I've spent weeks on the internet looking for it. No, but I'm just talking about around here, around my home. Now, okay, that helps seal and close the grains on it. Now let me find a drill bit where I can drill a hole down through there, and I will put it probably right about there. Let it go through. Now, like I said, now my peening hammer, when it or the top tool that I made, is a straight peen. I was going to use it for a top tool. That's the reason I did not fix the handle like that, because all it had was just a little bitty wedge in there, probably 3/8 of an inch long. That's all it had in there. So that was you're not really supposed to fasten top tools, but I did. You know, should cut the half real long before it goes through the eye, but on a top tool. But all I had was hammer handles, so I just fixed it like that and just drove that in there just to fill the hole up. And it stayed for what it was intended to be used for, until I started doing something else with it, which was using it as a straight peen. Alright, let me get set up over here on the drill press. Okay, now let's go to the other, back out to Smithy there so I can cut it and get it all finish fitting. Okay. There we go, right down into my groove, into my hole. Alright, let me get a wedge made. I ain't got one made yet, so. Okay, there's a wedge. It's out of African cherry. It's red. So here's this. I'm gonna get my glue. Should have had it before I turned on the camera, which I didn't. So alright. Force it all the way down in there. Rub it around the outside, like I said, just to help make it go and lubricate. Okay. Put that right there, make sure it's looks like it's hung good right there. A little more. Yep. Still looks hung good. Right there. Okay. Now. Yep. Right. All right. Yep. Hopefully. Yep, part of it broke. Don't look like it's going in there any further. Yeah. That's probably all it needed. If I can't get it in there no further. Let the glue dry. And I'll grind that off. And it will be hung for a really long time. Okay, here it is. So after a couple of coats of poly, I've done a water-based poly on it. It raised the grain a little bit right in here, right in there, so it don't slip out of your hand as much. It feels pretty good and everything. So right there, there it is. 6-ounce hammer to start with, just the hammer part. And I don't know how much that is. I'll get my scales out and see. Should have done had them out. Yes. Okay. It's still in ounces. So bring it right here. 8.1 ounces. So that means the hammer, the glue, the handle, the glue, the wedge, and the poly all weigh 2.1 ounce. Let's just nope, won't stay. 8.1. So there it is. Hammer 6 is in the box. Or in the books, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so I don't know if I'll keep this or list it on Etsy. It's a good little hammer, feels like it. Got plenty of bounce to it. I'll polish up the face of it a little bit, and right here on the pane a little bit better. But that's it on that one. So I just thought I'd finish it up with doing a handle job, so I'll bet it. So till next time, this is Bobby Shields saying, God bless.